subscribe. Wait, what the? Huh? The Sega Game Gamer Aware Camp Introduction 2017? Oh boy. I'll have one thing I need to say to that, guys. Oops! Yes, I did post up a video, guys, but I left that unlisted for the time being. I'm already starting, and then I'm hearing a fire truck. We're already coming off to a good start, guys. Yes, guys, got the suit again. Actually, now, though, I should say I did get myself a tie now. More like 3, actually. This one's just a stylish blue one. Nothing too special, guys. It's just a blue tie by Calvin Klein. Yes, Spheres. Sniddles! Fun day at the office, Sega? I wish, Callie, I wish. Actually, I don't know, my friend Crazy Red Reploid's still streaming right now. A little earlier, I was helping my friend Crazy Red Reploid getting through the infamous water temple in Zelda Ocarina of Time. Does anybody here who ever played Ocarina of Time remember the infamous water temple, guys? I remember that temple as well. That was probably the last temple I never needed help on before I could just play the game like a boss. Now my memory has kind of faded since I never played Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, but I eventually did boot up my 3DS version, and I found out I actually had a copy on my 3DS version of Master Quest, a file on Master Quest. So I tried to go see what I was missing, though, because the Master Quest version that I remember is mirror-sighted, guys. Just imagine everything in the game being mirror-sighted. So instead of being like this, it'd be like this instead. Okay, right. Yeah, just I'm more looking forward though to streaming more of Pokemon Crystal, guys, because I'll be honest, I finally got my 7th gym badge, but then afterwards I had to go take care of Team Rocket out of the radio tower. After you get the 7th gym badge, Team Rocket decides to invade the radio tower so they can get their boss Giovanni, so they can let their boss Giovanni know. Now, we do see what happens to Giovanni in the remakes, but only in the remakes. Of course, I'm talking about Heart Gold or Soul Silver. Again, guys, about Gen 2, again, though, Silver, Gold, and Crystal did get a remake. By 2009, Game Freak came out though saying that Heart Gold and Soul Silver are that they were planning remakes of Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Ironically, though, as well, the guys, could you actually believe though that they also mentioned that Silver, Gold, and Crystal was supposed to be the end of Pokemon? That's exactly what they said. That the Generation Two games were supposed to be the end, like that was supposed to be discontinued after that. But they sold so many units of Silver, Gold, and Crystal, and people were still demanding a sequel to that. And in the end, they just sort of rebooted the franchise. I remember people not. I remember not too many people enjoyed Ruby, Emerald, Sapphire. Sniddles, go on Facebook right now. You'll see why soon enough. But yeah, just I really don't know what much to talk about this week, though, guys. It's just again, though, I'm taking another week off of getting videos made. Right now, though, I do have the cartoon acapellas recorded, but I'm just doing a slow and steady task right now. I've so far only got like one published. I only recorded one video, and then I published that one so far in Windows Movie Maker. And then I just recorded a bunch more after that, but I haven't had the time yet to edit them out in Windows Movie Maker yet. And I'll say this much though, right now though, the first one though won't have any cartoon clips from the intro or the outro, because I'm planning to do just some intros and outros first though, for both as like a separate thing. And then I'm going to be doing a bunch of intros after that. Only intros though, no outros. No outros, just only intros. And then there's only going to be probably only like two more videos only for like the outro to that cartoon. If I had my list open right now, I would be able to tell you what I have in the list so far, guys. But right now, I'm just trying to stay away from opening up my WordPad. By the way, Callie, just trying to dress for the occasion. Is Sneddles here by any chance? Uh, I was gonna go look up my live stream for this instead, but make a long story short, though. By the way, Sniddles, you missed out on some good Pokemon gameplay action, dude. Some major Pokemon gameplay action. Look at this, Sniddles. Look at this. It's a Feraligatr. It finally evolved. So yes, Sniddles, it's finally evolved. Fireworks? Is it just because it's the May 2-4 weekend? I think it is, guys. May 2-4 weekend, right? That's kind of weird considering May 24th is a Wednesday. What's going on, guys? Of course, I would like to go outside and, spend the time with the fireworks, but here I am, guys, still. I don't invite you to my Twitch streams. You just seem to show up uninvited. By the way, I don't have a man mommy, so you're getting kicked out right now. I'm putting up with your bullshit. Don't worry, guys. She's not my real mom. I would know if it was my real mother. Had to get an avatar of a toilet and then just change it to Sega Camp's man mommy. Who the hell do you think you are? It was bad enough you show up at my live streams, but now you have to show up here as well in my talk show. Go somewhere else. Get a fucking life. Do I like the song Bing Bing Bang? I'm kind of familiar with Ariana Grande, but not that song. I'm just gonna listen to like a little of the beginning. Oh yes, I'm familiar of this song. Yeah, I know this song. Uh, it's okay. It's okay. I wish I had Sega's girl. Or do you wish you were Sega's girl? Like James Bond, only this guy. Is that what you mean, Callie? Okay, now this is my top button. It's starting to make me suffocate a bit. Not taking the tie off, I'm just unbuttoning the top button because it's trying to suffocate me a little bit here. Not a good kind of suffocation, too. A bad kind, actually, guys. Wouldn't that just suck, though, if all of a sudden I'm, like, just trying to speak and then all of a sudden I just go, like, right off camera? And I actually got lucky, guys, and I found one of the roaming legendaries in Pokemon Crystal. Not Suicune, but more like Raikou. I guess I'll tell you a quick story, though. I got an Arcanine for when I was getting my 7th gym badge. I decided to get a Growlithe, and I did not evolve it into an Arcanine. I apologize. I couldn't find a Firestone anywhere, though. So the only store, so I had to end up instead uh, getting a Growlithe, and I did this whole speed leveling up process very fast, so I could get this Growlithe to go fight against Price, who uses Ice type. After I was lucky enough to finally get the move Ember, but I mostly ended up with some ground type moves though that my Growlithe could have used, it, which were actually pretty good. Actually, they actually But like I said, sometime during that leveling up process, I first time I was like I was just trying to level up in this area just south of Goldenrod City, and then I decided I'll just go to Agritique City and I'll just level up outside the southern section outside the city. But when I just left there one moment, Raikou showed up. And that just blew my mind. I'm like, what? Here I am just trying to level up a suit. I'm just trying to level up level up my Growlithe, and all of a sudden this roaming legendary just pops out of nowhere like that's insane. I'm like, just oh my god. I promise I'll make a highlight of me just trying to discover the roaming legendary out of just out of just really an odd coincidence. It just came out of nowhere. I'm like, what? That's crazy. If you guys were at the live stream, you would have seen it. Settles keeps wanting to soft mod my Wii, but it won't because it's bad. Well, I don't know what to say, Callie. I never ever soft modded my Wii or modded it in any kind of way. I've seen some people though who did, and they would have like some Super Mario themes added to it or some crap like that. If you like to do it, then I don't blame you. You know, I still haven't got back to playing GoldenEye 007 yet, guys. Like I said, I could get past it, but I could make it up to the archives level. Probably, maybe I may be able to leave the archives level. I haven't actually done it since I went back. since I played it on N64. But maybe though. Although first off, though, there's the Statue Park level, which is like probably one of the creepiest areas of the game. It's pretty creepy to look at in the movies too, though, because you're just walking around and you see all these really weird statues just staring all over the place. There's like one with a hand that's pointing this way, which doesn't lead to anywhere. And like I said, as you get through at about halfway through the level, we finally see, but we finally find Alec Trevelyan, who is actually still alive. And he also reveals that he's also Yanis, who we're trying to find. Now, apparently though, right afterwards, though, but he shows up though and just says, James starts to mention though, where's Natalia? Then he mentions that she's just back at the in this helicopter at the very that's like at the entrance of the gate. It's like now in the movie though, from what I know though, is James Bond gets shot with a tranquilizer dart and passes out, and then wakes up inside the helicopter with Natalia just yelling right behind him just to wake up. Like he'll be he'll be passed out like this, and Natalia's like right behind, going, "Wake up! Wake up!" And then all of a sudden he's just like, okay." Now his hands are all tied up though, so he's just trying to do this, and then right afterwards, there's this timer target gauge thing about saying when the missiles are going to launch. So he headbutts this button right in the front though, and the helicopter propellers start flying up in the air, but it doesn't really leave the ground though. Instead though, then James sees these two missiles firing off, and they circle around and go right back for the helicopter. And then James then notices that there's an eject button right over here at the side, so he's just going like, bam! The cage takes off, flies off in the air, and destroys the helicopter. Now, this is just though in the movie, though. Now, that's just in the movie. I think the remake of a game, they might have done that, because there was a remake that did get made by the late 2000s by Activision, not Rareware, which originally made the original game. Trust me, yes, guys, there was a remake. It exists. Here we go, guys. GoldenEye 007 for the Wii. Sadly, now I won't be able to play the Wii. I won't be able to play the online on the Wii version, because ever since the Wii U came out, the ignorant stuff Nintendo had to do was discontinue the Wi-Fi service for the Wii, or at least so all the games that were made for the Nintendo Wii and the DS that used that had the Wi-Fi connection service were all being discontinued. So it's like now though, if there was a game now that only used Wi-Fi, which used only the Nintendo Wi-Fi service, you're screwed. You won't be able to play that game anymore. You can't play it. It's like unplayable. I think one of the games that might have been like that was Monster Hunter Tri, a game that was originally for the Wii, where you can actually go online with your buddies and actually play the game online. They even used the Wii Speak accessory. Does anybody remember that thing? Does anybody remember that dead accessory that was only used for the Wii? Ever since the Wii U, now it's just finally became It finally became like a dead accessory now. Yeah, apparently I don't have my Wii Speak accessory anymore. I think by the time I think by the time when I got my Wii U, I just threw it out in the trash. So now apparently though, well, not that's not all for a loss though, because even though I do have the Wii version, guys, I do so happen to have the Reloaded edition for PS3. Also works. Also, what's the heck is what's this? What's this fucking shit that you people call PlayStation Move? Just what is this fucking shit you call PlayStation Move? You guys, if you think PlayStation Move dethrones the Wii, I fucking hate you. I'm not gonna be your friend. I fight a Kamato taco salad for taking the Wi-Fi away. Hey, Sniddles. Taco salad! Just felt like yelling at taco salad for some random reason. Don't know why. But you know what, though? Even though this is a remake, oops. Even though this is a remake, though, I kind of wish they did one right now with Skyfall. I always kept them thinking. I always kept them wishing, though. I still kind of wish there was a version, a game of Skyfall being done. Has anybody ever seen the movie Skyfall yet? For the very start of the movie, though, it should. I could see the start of the game start off the same way, like in the movie, because at the start of the movie, though, James Bond is on this mission trying to stop this list from getting taken away by terrorists. Think of this like the knock list finally getting stolen in Mission Impossible, but with GoldenEye, but with Skyfall 007. And I'll show you the amiibos afterwards, guys. Now sometime during that sometime during the whole chase between the chase between James Bond and the bad guys, though, it gets right to this point though where James Bond is on the top of this train trying to duke it out with this one guy, and then there's this female person who's actually with Bond trying to make sure that they don't get away or whatever. It gets to this point though where she stops at this one section, and there's this train that comes out of this tunnel, goes around this curved bridge, and then goes back into like another tunnel. And this is like the only time though that she can finally shoot the bad guy and take him down. Apparently though, what happens is James Bond is like trying to fight this guy on the. James Bond ends up getting in the way of the shot so much that she's all like about I can't hit him I can't hit a mom at the right I'll hit I can't hit a mom at the right I'll hit James, and then she's all like and then Eb's all like take the shot, and then she finally yells out take the bloody shot, and then finally she shoots, and guess who she hits? James Bond right in the chest. James Bond falls into the river, and then finally then it's like complete silence for like a few seconds, and you hear "Agent Down." If that played exactly in the game, I could see it happen like that, where we're fighting the guy that you hear through the TV, "Take the shot," or just "Take the shot, take the shot." I can't, it'll hit James. Take the bloody shot. And then we see James Bond fall, or at least that we hear like a boom, and then we finally hear James fall, and then shortly after a few seconds of James hitting right before James hits the wire, we hear "Agent Down." Or even, and here's another interesting thing, guys. A little later in the game, I think a little later in the game, we should have a revision of the first mission again, but we play the girl instead, who's actually trying to who's actually going right beside Daniel Craig. So we see the whole game again, though, but by her perspective instead. You know, when she's standing on the top of the bridge, or just standing over the cliff, though, watching the train come out of the tunnel. James Bond is like trying to duke it out with the guy, and then all of a sudden, though, we hear "Take the shot, take the shot." I can't hip on. I won't go any further. I apologize. I'm going to return these, and then I'll get the amiibos out. Oh, jeez. You know, I regret so much now. I regret so much. After I made that WereCamp rant about hating him, about trying to go argue about how the amiibos are gonna suck and everything. Here I am with a shit ton of these things. What the fuck's happened with my life? Why did I do this? I'll be fine. It used to just be, though, I guess I'll just say, though, it used to just be at a time, though, when I only wanted was just Link and Mewtwo. It was only that. Yeah, I think this is like more like Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess esque, more like Twilight Princess Link. He looks so freaking pale though. Almost like almost like in that Zelda randomizers that I played. Remember those Legend of Zelda randomizers I did, guys? Sometimes, well, Link would have a tan though when he's on the overworld, but it'd be like some of those dungeons. He goes inside one of the dungeons, and then he would end up with pale white skin, or at least like less of a tan. Mewtwo is awesome as well. This would be WereCamp if WereCamp was converted into a Pokemon, guys. This would be WereCamp right here. You want to test me? Because I will make sure to kick the shit out of you. That's saying something, guys. Of course, though, as well, though, I do have the Twilight, the Wolf Link and Midna amiibo, but this was apparently given to me because of this was actually given to me because when you get the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, the Wolf Link amiibo actually comes with the game. Wolf Link and Midna, I guess we could call it. It's supposed to just be Wolf Link amiibo though. Although I will say this much, though, there's a sort of a thing though that you could download on your Wii U called Amiibo Tap. I'll show you something very quickly here. There's a neat little thing that you can install onto your Wii U called Amiibo Tap, where you take your little Amiibo figurines here, and when you tap them onto the gamepad, like so, like doing this, it'll activate. It'll give you like a free NES or Super Nintendo kind of game. Here it is. That's what it's called, Amiibo Tap. Nintendo's greatest bits. Son of a bitch! I got notifications on Meavers. Or maybe not. I was on here earlier, but on my 3DS. And I only had like one notification. Yeah, I don't see a new notification. Get back on topic here. Very quickly, though, you download this. It looks awesome, doesn't it, guys? You can't hear much because I'm just, the microphone's over here, and... But the cool thing was... But the cool thing was, guys, when I did this with my Wolflink amiibo, guess what I unlocked? The NES Legend of Zelda. That is freaking awesome. It's less of a demo though, because you do have you do have this time limit though that ticks away though, and then right afterwards when it goes down, that's it. It's like a trial version of that game. Now so far though, I've only did this for 3 of the amiibos so far. Link gave me Kirby's Adventure. Mewtwo unlocked me Super Mario Brothers. Classic Super Mario Brothers, guys. I got classic Super Mario Brothers. And I find that so crazy because Super Mario Brothers revolutionized the gaming market in 1985, and 10 years later, it would be revolutionized again with Pokemon. Isn't that interesting, guys? But these other amiibo, but that's just scraping some of the surface. I still have the other amiibos to share with you guys. I think everybody is familiar with this 8-bit Super Mario amiibo, right, guys? 30th anniversary Super Mario Brothers amiibo. That's cool, right? Nintendo must have felt so dedicated when making this that they did one yet again now for Link. I'm going to turn this off for a sec, actually. Just turn the Wii U off. But also, look at the back, guys. That's the white sword, or an 8-bit pixelated version of the sword. That's pretty cool, considering, though, when we actually see his back, though, in the game, though, there's, like, nothing there, or at least, though, no sword of being right behind Link. Of course, as well, I also have Ocarina of Time Link. Link must definitely like the Hylian shield so much that he has it yet again, though. Or is it just me, guys? Or does sometimes Hylian shield look a little bigger than the normal Link amiibo's shield? Let me know, guys. Let me know. And then, of course, though, lastly, but certainly not least, a Wind Waker Toon Link amiibo. And I guess we could also call this a Toon Zelda Wind Waker. You know the Link on the Sea, guys. If you ever play The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, it revealed all of Ocarina of Time's backstory, where Link defeats Ganon. But somehow, though, Ganon gets revived again. But since there was no, and they were all hoping, and then the goddesses were hoping for the hero of time to return to kill Ganon. But after at the very end of Ocarina of Time, Princess Zelda sends Link back so that he can relive the 7 years of his childhood, and then it goes right to the events of Majora's Mask. The events of Majora's Mask picks up just after that. But since we have no Link now, since we have no older Link now to take on the revived again, and the heroes, the goddesses decide to sink the whole land of Hyrule beneath the Great Sea. So this is how the story of Wind Waker starts up, though. The Hyrule is still like flooded away underneath the Great Ocean, revived again, and then of course now though Link has to like stop him yet again. Oh god, this is playing so badly. I'm just gonna pause this instead, not bother watching it live. But yeah, so far, guys, I have 5 amiibos. I have 5 amiibos here that I still have to use on Amiibo Tap so far. Actually, I think I did use one of them, and I ended up getting a Super Nintendo game, actually. Kirby's Adventure 3 Return to Dreamland, or something similar like that. Which amiibo has the best looking booty? Oh, I don't know, Steven. Maybe 8-bit Link? That back foot is sticking out of a pretty oddly. That's the best looking booty I could see all day. Kirby's Dream Land 3, guys. Kirby's Dream Land 3 on the Super Nintendo. That blew my mind when I found out now that I just unlocked the SNES game. I thought it was only NES games. You know what? I'm going to go save myself the trouble right now. Okay, I only unlocked it with 8-bit Mario. So, for some good of my entertainment, guys, I'm going to go use all the Link amiibos, which I so happen to have. The ones I got for like the 30th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda. Here's the gamepad. I'll just about look down here and then I'll tell you what I get, guys. Before you use the amiibo, you want to register its owner a nickname. Might as well. Amiibo! F-Zero, guys. I just unlocked it, F-Zero. Oh, God. Well, that's one Link amiibo down. I'm just gonna skip this stuff so that I can add it. I'll save them later, but for now, I just wanna get the games. What? Link to the Past, one of the best Super Nintendo games, and probably one of the best Legend of Zelda games ever. That is awesome. So Ocarina of Time Link actually got me a Link to the Past. That's pretty cool. Okay. What did I have for supper today? I'll tell you in a minute, Steven. Now we're doing Wind Waker Link. What are we going to get with Toon Link, guys? So leave your suggestions, guys. NES and Super Nintendo games only. And which was only classics to Nintendo's library. Like Kirby Superstar, Super Metroid, Super Mario Bros. 2 and 3, The Adventure of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, Balloon Fight, Super Mario Kart, Kirby's Super Course? Fuck, it looks like it's saying Kirby's Drunk Course. Kid Icarus, Super Mario Bros. 2, The Lost Levels, of course, Excite Bike, Donkey Kong, Wario's Woods, Punch-Out, Clue Lane, Yoshi, Mach Rider, Wrecking Crew, Ice Climber. Has anybody ever played Mach Rider before? No idea what that game's about. Again, I'm just going to skip this very quickly. Amiibo! Alright, Metroid! Metroid's awesome. Hey, MMA Holds, welcome to the stream. Or as what John Fierce would say, MMA Hoes! Alright, one more amiibo to go. Wind Waker Zelda. Toon Zelda, guys. I think very quickly I'll just name our Toon Zelda just because I have no shame. You have no shame! You have no shame! Amiibo! Of course, MMA Hills. That's the point. That's probably one of my very favorite Super Nintendo games ever. I'm getting this out here now, guys. I'm getting this out here now. Super Mario World has to probably be one of my Super Mario World would have been one of the games I would have had if I ever did own a Super Nintendo back in the early 90s. Or late 90s. I never did really start gaming until I was like 7. By this point, though, the Nintendo 64 was coming out. And at the time, I wasn't really leaping ahead to the N64 at the time. I remember only playing like the Master System, only having that for a short period of time, and then sort of making a leap to the Genesis and the Super Nintendo, well, just the Genesis in general. But I never really did get into N64 until probably like the late 90s, I think. But yes, about the MMA holes, I'm looking spiffy because my good friend Tommy, NC 2010, though, would always wear the suit, guys, and I'm just trying to go, follow off the brand. But now I got all these freaking amiibos, so many games now I could probably play. I am just going to be having a good old time. Although Super Mario World must have been a major impact for everybody back then, today now here on YouTube, I remember seeing people doing hacks to the original Super Mario World. Probably not even special versions of the game. It would just be it would like the map, like the world map would still be the same though. It would just be the levels that they would change. Like the map would still look the same. You'd still see Yoshi, like you would still start off on Yoshi's Island. But then it's like you play the first level, and then all of a sudden, though, you're like being thrown into a completely different game. Sega, what's your view on the attacks in Manchester? It's breaking news in Japan. The attacks in Manchester. Oh well, that's terrible to hear. I give out of my condolences to everybody else who ended up to the 19 dead. Holy shit! Well, my condolences out to all the 19 families who heard about their son or daughter or whoever who got shot. My condolences to the families, then. That's all I can say. If Super Mario was there, it would never had happened. Or Super Mario Brothers, I think you mean MMA holds. If Super Mario Brothers was never made, Super Mario World would never existed today. Super Mario World, like I said, guys, one of my very favorite Super Nintendo games ever. I would have, if I owned a Super Nintendo today, though, guys, Super Mario World would have been one of the games I would have had with the system because it was just awesome. Hashtag bomb, Sega, it was a suicide bomber. Oh, like the suicide bombers, like we seen in oh no, I'm thinking the Boston bombings again. Though you know that guy, you guys, someone remember a few years ago how there was the Boston bombings? They were having like the great big bomb run attack, though the big run, the big race that was happening in Boston, and then apparently though a few bombs went off though just as the racers were getting back to the finish line. That was terrible. Crazy thing is now today now there's a movie on that. That's kind of crazy though, considering though people as well were acting like, oh, I was a part of that as well. No, guys, I wasn't. It was after an Ariana Grande concert. Damn. About 50 more people have been injured. Who plays you in that movie? Well, I was never in the. Well, I was a part of that attack, though, Steven. So apparently there will be nobody. There will not be anyone that looks like me, guys. And by the way, if you ever do watch the movie, though, we do find out who the real bombers were, and they finally do get arrested and taken behind bars. But it wasn't me, guys. Otherwise, I would have been in prison right now. I'm going to go return this very quickly. Like I said, though, I kind of regret now, though, that I have all of these amiibos today, guys. Back then, though, I made that WereCamp rant saying that the amiibos were gonna suck and were gonna fail and all this stuff. And now here I am now holding 8 of these sons of bitches in my hands. How the fuck did this happen? It's like life's a bitch, guys, and then you marry one. I'm getting that out here now, guys. It's like all of a sudden you say life's a bitch, and then you marry one. And I am not kidding, and I am not censoring anything out when I say that. Sega, can you do a handstand for the fans or like a cartwheel? I used to do cartwheels back a very long time ago as a kid, Narukami, but I don't do them anymore. I'm afraid. I would not be able to do a handstand. Probably though, if I did do a handstand though, I'd probably do it right behind that cupboard over there. I'd do it right over here against my back, supporting this thing, so I'm not trying to lose my balance. But forget it. I'm not gonna do it. Uh, Fears man, he's Narukami. Just the four and the ones are supposed to be A's and I's. Ariana Grande was okay. She's an okay singer in my books, but she seems like an okay singer. But I would never really recommend her music much. I'm afraid. Yeah, Fears man. MMA holes. I just missed it. Oh well. Do it, Sega. Do you think she has a better looking booty compared to your amiibos? Joey or Sniddles, one of the two. Or actually, no. I think what it was though is Sniddles would always be saying though, who has a better dick? Would it be Link, Toon Link, or Ocarina of Time Link? I would not be able to answer that kind of question. Again, though, I find this cool that this 8-bit Link though he has to have the white sword like right behind him. I think that's pretty cool. An 8-bit pixelated white sword. I find that awesome. And he looks the exact same as in the NES game. I guess when I when I finally beat it, the Zelda randomizer though, and I was playing the whole game as Zelda instead of Link. So guess how we end up saving instead at the very end of the game for since we were playing the game as Zelda. I guess if we end up saving in Ganon's dungeon instead of Princess Zelda herself, guys. We end up saving Link. It's like Princess Zelda shattered up the whole in this randomized world of the Legend of Zelda. Princess Zelda shattered up the Triforce into 8 separate pieces, and then she has to go recollect them again. And then when Link gets out of bed in the morning, Ganondorf's all like, "Oh fuck that shit! I'm just gonna capture you instead." So you can't be used in my evil bidding. It's kind of sad, guys. What other 8-bit amiibos do I have? These are the only two I have so far, Steven. The 30th anniversary Mario amiibo. If I could just turn this thing around. Super Mario Bros. 30th anniversary. This was for Super Mario Brothers' 30th anniversary. And this was made to celebrate the the Legend of Zelda's 30th anniversary, guys. I think I'll just hold these up for a second, just so right afterwards I can use them as the thumbnail. And then the sirens have to go off outside. That's great. I think it was cop cars. Do I like Splatoon? I'm afraid not. Now, MMA holds, you were telling me how I met with Tommy. People were. I don't know how I first heard about him, actually. Now, everyone knows about, all my people that watch my videos were all like, oh, well, hey, Sega Camp, you should go meet Tommy, who does Tommy Talks, and see if you could get interviewed for a show. And I thought, yeah, maybe I could do that. That would be pretty cool. So I had my viewers actually think, and my viewers were also mentioning to Tommy though as well about interviewing me. So that's how it all started. Now, for like a minute though, didn't someone said though what did I end up having for supper tonight, guys? That's kind of crazy because originally though yesterday I was thinking of ordering a pizza and actually having a pizza instead for my stream, but instead I ended up eating up this 1 week's old pasta that my parents gave me, and I had it all for supper last night. So, what did I end up having for supper tonight? Oh, well, you guys must so may ask. A pizza, not a deep, deep dish. Although, although just recently though, when I went there today though, I ended up paying over $20. So the box sets have actually gone up in price now, which it kind of makes me a little triggered. Sega triggered, everybody. Sega triggered. Okay, well, besides that Sega triggered out of the way, though, I can't even tell if I'm doing this on camera or not. A Hawaiian pizza with some garlic strips, guys. And there's some sauce that comes with it. It's in the fridge, though. I was gonna go save this. I had some of it today, but bus or walk or so yeah. How do you get to the store? Bus or walk to? You mean? I just walk actually. It's like a 15-minute walk from here. Yeah, it's probably I could take the bus, but here's the only problem though. There's a bus route that just goes around the mall. It would just circle around the mall and then finally go right back to the parking area near the store. It would end up taking much more longer just for the bus to go around all the other stops along the way and then finally make their way back to the store. It shouldn't be a problem, guys, because I did print off a map though, of all the bus stops though here in St. Thomas. So I'm just trying to find Fairview Avenue for a minute. Just give me a sec here, guys. Okay, I seem to find Fairview Avenue, but what? Yeah, well, Steven, I don't live in Milton. I live in St. Thomas. Now there is a bus stop near the apartment I live on, and then right afterwards. So like I said though, but the whole route though ends up going around the is only focused for Elgin Mall, so it ends up going around the area by the Elgin Mall before it goes back to the bus stop, which is right by the superstore. Wait, what the hell? This route doesn't even go by the Elgin Mall. Well, it sort of does, but what the hell? Okay, where's Talbot? That must be Talbot. Goes down Talbot, goes on Fairview, goes down a few blocks over at Fairview. There's like a shopping plaza on Fairview that it turns off of. I don't even know what this road's supposed to be. Oh, Elm Street, okay. I can't even make this out, guys. I can't even make this out right now. Excuse me a sec, guys. Again, though, I just regret so much about making that rant now about the amiibos. If I were to re-upload the old Werecamp rants, though, guys, would you guys feel left out if I just did not bother reposting up that Werecamp rant about the amiibos? Somebody actually made a video exposing me for buying the amiibos, guys. I'm not kidding. There exists a video on YouTube where I get exposed for what I said. Tell me when you go to Canada's Wonderland, and I will go too. I haven't really we haven't really did seem to set up a confirmed date yet, though. Junk drawer. I know it'll be on a Wednesday though, and it'll only be like we'll only be going like 2 times this summer, guys, and they're only going to be like 1 week, and then it's going to be like 1 week off, and then another week after that. But that's about it, though. Those are the only 2 times we're going to be going to Canada's Wonderland. Sega seems like a giant. What you say about amiibos to get exposed? What you say about amiibos to get exposed? Well, let's just say, Steven, like I said, though, I did this. I did not really do this as a video, though, guys. How about I could say that, though? It was actually Werecamp who did the video as, Werecamp, guys. Werecamp said this. There was a Werecamp rant that got posted, though, where I argued about the Nintendo amiibos were just going to fail and suck and go up to obscurity. And I'm just thinking to myself, Nintendo is going to lose a lot of money from the amiibos. Yet, and then I finally get the link in the Mewtwo amiibos, and then all of a sudden, one guy makes a video just exposing me for that stuff. I'll take off to go with you, dude. Oh, okay, drunk drawer. Just the moment, just message me on Facebook, and whenever I find the release date, I'll message you back the release date that I go. But you unmask Werecamp as being you. More like a character, Steven. More like a character, like James Rolfe with the Angry Video Game Nerd, or Bored James. Like guys, you know how there was the Bored James and the Angry Video Game Nerd, but they're not really James Rolfe though, but they're just a persona of him in a way. That's kind of what Weird Camp is. Weird Camp's just its own character about me. I'm like, I live two separate lives. There's me, guys, and then there's Weird Camp. SegaCon would be so badass. Yes. SegaCon would be so awesome. But if people were hoping for like a cameo of Werecamp though, then I'll have to like vanish off stage for like 1 minute just to swap into the Werecamp costume and then come back on stage again, as Werecamp. You know what, Junk Drawer? I'm not gonna. You know what? Let's not go. Let's not. Now I'm making Junk Drawer. I feel a lot confused here. But then again, though, if people were asking me, though, does anybody still remember back when I did that Weird Camp rant where I was talking about the Legend of Zelda series? Hang on a sec. I do have it saved on my laptop, so I could probably find it for you guys. Alright, guys, I'm going to screen share this to you guys very quickly. Ah! Paradox! Nintendo keeps fucking milking the shit out of it. There are so many games that just seem to be getting fucking milked in year after year after year. And what is wrong? I'll skip it to the part where I show up with the rants. Starring my own Mario. Oh yeah, of course, everybody loves to fucking milk the shit out of Mario. Oh, no way. But I'm sorry, we're not here to talk about it this time, but we're Camp Rants. So much though, I'm not even doing this Weird Camp Rants alone. I actually have him with Sega Camp doing this rant with me. He's here with me right now. So Sega Camp, the floor is all yours. Yeah, thanks there, Weird Camp. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I am actually starring my own little series. Okay, well, I did not really. This is not really my series, but I did help him get Weird Camp on the map almost after making this series. So I thought I might as well I thought I should just start guest starring in this one episode for now. I thought about skipping to the end. This is just some very warm installation series. The first one though is just all the games that we've been seeing this generation. Of course, though, as well counting even mostly the 3DS, it's just been fucking remakes. Yes, I know yes, I'm well aware there's a Link Between Worlds, but let's get one thing straight. Nintendo originally had that game planned originally as a 3D remake to A Link to the Past, but in the end, they decided just. I'm not gonna show much of this rant, but you guys get the idea, though, right? It was just me and Weird Camp were both doing that. We're both guest starring in that. And just in case, though, people start saying for like a second, though, How the heck was I able to do that? Since me and Weircamp can't actually be in like the same room together, it was just edited about like that, so it looked like we were both talking there. All the editing was done in Windows Movie Maker. The beauty of Windows Movie Maker makes makes it builds the illusion that we're there. Now, if I could actually split screen it, so then it looks like so I could record myself on one side and then record Weircamp on the other side, that'd be pretty cool. Then it would look feel much more like Weircamp and me are like in the same room, actually talking to one another. I have inside pockets here, guys. You want to, you want to know something I find hysterical? I just checked this pocket right here inside my jacket, and I have two buttons. Just buttons. Sega, I mean, are you a Are you a Brasser or a Reality Kings kind of guy, Sega? I don't even know who that is, Steven. What are you talking about? You'll have to Google it, I guess. You know what? I'll do a quick look onto it right now. Then Brazzers. Oh, it's a porn site. Uh, you know what, guys? To be honest, I'm more of a Reality Kings kind of person. They're porn sites. Brazzers and Reality Kings are porn sites, but I'm more of a Reality Kings kind of guy. But yeah, they're porn sites. They're porn sites. Who has a better taint, Princess Peach or Zelda? Uh, Joey, what's taint? If you're meaning a pussy, then hands down, Zelda, definitely. Dated a Zelda chick. We had some sweet, sweet sex, guys. Or like sweet, sweet sex, just sweet, sweet love. Oh, come on, MMA holes. Don't tell me you don't know what a porn site is. Do you think Zelda shaves her pubic hairs in the shape of a Triforce? Um, I don't think so, guys. Nope. I can't see. I can't see her twat being shaped being her twat. I don't see Zelda shaving the pubic hair around her twat to look like the Triforce, guys. Maybe she thinks it'd be disrespectful to the things the Triforce represents. Well, nothing personal though. I don't think I'm gonna be much of a loss there, Steven, because the Triforce is just a symbol of power, wisdom, and courage. That's all the Triforce is. It's just power, wisdom, and courage. And now they're making that be like now with the new Wonder Woman trailer as well, except though it's like power, wisdom, and wonder. Just change one of those posters to courage, and you got yourself a Legend of Zelda poster set right there, guys. Now, why am I doing this show alone? I sent out some invites to somebody on Facebook. Where's Sneddles at? Sounds like pussy to me. It has power and takes wisdom and courage to get it. It has power and takes wisdom and courage to get to it. Probably so, junk drawer. Even Steven seems to agree. Oh, okay, all right. Maybe, all right. I guess maybe in a way, though, yes. Well, do we have any final comments yet? I'm thinking about ending this show off pretty soon. Do you think? Do I think Marge Simpson squirts like a waterfall? Ew! Hell no! Okay, I gotta ask this, guys. Who has a major boner over Marge Simpson? Of course, of course, though I love talking like. Of course, though I love talking like Marge Simpson all the time. Oh yeah, I sound like an old person about really up close. Yeah, I almost sound like I'm being voiced by Yoda. I'm more of a Maud Flanders kind of guy. Wait, Maud Flanders? You mean the wife that's married to Ned Flanders that lives next door and Homer always makes fun of all the time? Hey, Flanders! Yo, Flanders! Patty and Selma. Oh, you make me laugh, Joey. You're more into Patty and Selma. I think the sisters to Marge. But yeah, that's the thing, though, guys. I'm not really. Out of all the characters, though, in The Simpsons, though, there's not really one character I absolutely love. Bart going down on Marge. What? I actually thought that was pretty neat though, because in the when you look up the auditions for when they were trying to look up the auditions for Bart and Lisa, though, the voice actors who plays Bart though actually took one look of was actually trying to audition for Lisa as well, get the role for Lisa, but then right afterwards, so she took a one look at Bart though, 12 troublemaker, can't regret it or something like that. And then right afterwards, she took one look at the voice of Bart, like, ooh. And then all of a sudden, they're all like, yeah, that's the voice of Bart. And then she's all like, cool, man. Would you rather bang a Dudongo or a Goron? Would I bang a Dudongo or a Goron? What are you asking me? How about I'm going to say this? Neither. Can't force me. But yeah, I better just wrap this show up pretty soon. It's almost 11, and I'm afraid. And yesterday, though, when I was in the middle of my Twitch casting, I was kind of worried that I was going to get kicked out of my room because of just being too loud or something like that. And yeah, I know it was yesterday, but I still feel a little bit like that right now, though. I will promise you guys, this much, though. I did post up a video unlisted though, but it was just an introduction video for my YouTube channel. So when you go to my YouTube channel now, you'll see the new introduction trailer I have set up for the channel. Although other than that though, I still need a little more time, guys, to get the cartoon acapellas made. I have one published already in Windows Movie Maker, and I have a lot of others already recorded, but I haven't had the time to edit them in there yet. The first one that gets posted won't have them. Won't have is going to be Captain Star, and I'm going to say that there's no footage between showing the intro and the outro credits though. But the other ones though, you'll eventually see them have it in the footage. What if you choose? What if you had to choose otherwise? You get an Rock, and what if you had to choose otherwise? You'd get an Rock inserted into your anus. I don't even want an Rock in my anus. It just sounds wrong. Bart making Marge have a cow. Hey, Mom, have a cow. Hey, Mom, calm down. Have a cow. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. I never watch The Simpsons much anymore, and I know the series is still going on right now. But you know what though? I thought ever since the movie ended, they killed off the series. Let the series finally closed the book on The Simpsons. But I did not know that the series was still going alive after that. Would you rather fuck Zelda dressed like Sheik or Zelda from Wind Waker? Probably I would just stick with the Zelda from. Probably I would stick him with the Zelda from Ocarina of Time disguised as Sheik because, once she gets rid of that disguise, she finally becomes Zelda. She would have the whole Zelda dress underneath, right? Wait, Phil Hartman was in the show? Phil Hartman was also voicing in the show. No, she keep the she cut. Oh, dear Lord. Dear Lord. Well, I can't see myself having sex with Zelda from Wind Waker, guys. And I have my reasons why. This Zelda from Wind Waker, guys. There's only one problem with the Zelda from Wind Waker, guys. She's too young for me. She is way too young. Or would you rather have sex with Sheik from Zelda or the Iron Sheik? What the heck is the Iron Sheik, guys? Would rather. I'm not even gonna answer that question, the dude. Sorry. Can't answer that question. Who would I rather kiss, Tingle or John Fierce? I just can't answer that question. I guess right now, though, this is where I'm going to end the show then, because, of course, so I do. Yeah, Zelda would be my dream girl, but would you kiss Miss Monkey or Sunrose? Only Sunrose, then, guys. And it would not be that I would end up with Melissa in love. It would not be that after I kiss Sunrose, it would just be like a in love relationship. No, this is just going to only be like something where we're just going to never ever meet ever again. During our European vacation, something broke on the mail server that I've been running from home for the past 3 years. Something broke on the mail server that I've been running from home for the past 3 years. I can't even answer that question, junk drawer. Junk drawer. What if Iron Sheik was dressed as Zelda? Would you still consider Zelda your dream girl? What are you? What the heck are you saying, guys? I'm trying to end the show here, guys, and you guys start bringing in more questions. Sega, it's for $1 million. Yeah, well, I'm on disability pension, buddy. I don't need $1 million. The moment I go over 5,000, my disability pension gets cut off, and I'll never ever get it again, even if I go back under. There's an important $1 million question you haven't answered yet. Well, sorry guys, I'm cutting the show right here for now. This is the Sega Camp Gamer, guys, and I'll see you guys later. If you're new to the channel, please click that button right here to subscribe. And if you haven't already, click here to go check out the Super Mario Overworld medley. I'll see you guys later, and as always, subscribe. I'll see you guys later.